Montreal's Indian and Hindu community is celebrating this weekend. It's the 44th annual Ratha Yatra-Festival of India. There's food, music, yoga, and a chariot procession starting at Saint Laurent in Milton tomorrow at noon, with traditional music and dancing all the way to Jean Mance Park. Bader Soma is a co-organizer of the Ratha Yatra-Festival of India. Thanks so much for coming in.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So this is such an incredible event. You have to explain to me, because it's a huge event, but how important is this festival to the Indian community and to the Hindu community?
Well, it's the largest festival of our community of ISKCON in Montreal, in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And it symbolizes pulling God back into our heart. It's the only Hindu festival where the Lord leaves the temple and goes out in the streets. Usually people have to go to the temple to see the Lord. So it started in Jagannatha in Puri, a city in the east of India. And the Ratha Yatra there is attended by more than 1 million people with three giant chariots. So this is like a...
It's a smaller version here in Montreal, but it's still quite big, and over 44 years. I'm assuming that it's really established now, and many people come out for it.
Yeah, we have about 8,000 to 10,000 people coming every year.
Oh, that's not bad.
Over 2 days. Yeah.
And when we talk about the chariot, I think you just alluded to it, but pulling people towards God, that's the significance of pulling the chariots through the streets, right?
Yeah, exactly. And everyone gets a chance to hold the ropes and pull the chariot, and it's like a believed to give spiritual benefit to just by touching the rope. And traditionally in Puri, the king would come down to the street and he would sweep the streets with a golden broom, symbolizing that even a king is a servant of God.
I also wonder, I know that your background is Lebanese, your family's from Lebanon, and so I'm curious how you ended up becoming a co-organizer of this festival.
That's a very good question. So I got into yoga in 2015, and then a year later I read the Bhagavad Gita in 3 weeks. That's the foundational book of Hindu philosophy and yogic philosophy. And 6 months later, I embarked on a 6-month pilgrimage to India. I visited most of the pilgrimage sites, and I discovered Krishna consciousness, or the Hare Krishna movement, and I was very inspired to keep following that path, and then eventually get involved in volunteering and organizing festivals. And this is one of the festivals that I'm helping out with.
And this festival is open to everyone?
Yes.
The community at large? Absolutely,
yeah. It's not just for Indians. It's everybody is welcome. There's something for everyone, and it's also free entry.
All right, and it's Saturday and Sunday all weekend long. Bader Soma, thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.